Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's DT or Makia. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. If you want to join the Makia Mafia, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the notification bell to make sure you get notified of future uploads. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I lay my lace frontal, or what not to do when laying your lace frontal. This did not turn out how I wanted, and I hesitated about uploading this video, but I decided that you guys could learn from my mistakes because I was rushing when I applied the wig. All the products I use will be linked in the description. If you have any questions about them, feel free to comment to let me know what you guys want to see next. The hair is from Nah Beauty on AliExpress. I was just looking, this video is not sponsored by them, but this hair is absolutely beautiful. It's so light, so soft, and it doesn't tangle. So much body. All I did was flat iron it. It has no product in it, and I am absolutely in love. If you have any questions about this hair, if you want an actual review, it's my first day wearing the hair. I put the wig on yesterday, didn't turn out how I like, so I took it off again, and then I did it again today, which was my first mistake, reapplying the wig on a not completely clean canvas, which I think I applied it with a little bit of glue residue from the day before, so you want to make sure that you don't do this. I haven't really worn it to tell you how it stands or how it holds up, but it had lots of great reviews on AliExpress, so I want to give it a try, and I am absolutely in love. So check out Nah Beauty, and this wig in the store to Nah Beauty will be linked in the description as well. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So starting out, I'm cleaning my hairline with 91% rubbing alcohol, and this just makes sure that you remove all the oils to ensure that you get the best hold. And as you can see, I do leave my edges out because I do have a lower hairline, and there's just some edges that will not fit in the frontal without me pulling the frontal all the way down on my forehead. So I do leave out my edges for this application. The adhesive I will be using is the Esha Absolute Lace Wig Bond, and this stuff is amazing. It is waterproof. I wore it playing water guns the other day and had a whole bucket of water dumped on my head, and the wig did not budge. But I start by placing dots all around my hairline, and I forgot to mention this, but the rest of my hair is gelled back with some Got2b glue under the wig cap. So you want to make sure that you do that because that does protect your hair from the adhesive. But I just start lining my hairline where I'm going to apply the wig with dots of glue, and I kind of put too much. Like, this is a lot. Like, you don't have to put the glue dots that close together, and it should have been a little less. A little bit goes a long way, especially for the first application. You want to make sure that you do thin layers for the first application. This one you won't actually be gluing the wig to, it's just like your base application. So next I'm taking the orange stick that it came with and just smoothing the glue out. You want to just kind of spread it out till you have like a thin layer, and the glue dries fairly quickly without any fan, without any blow dryer, so you want to kind of work fast. And here I'm just showing you how transparent the lace is. I did bleach the knots on this wig, and I'm going to be using my Rihanna powder. This was another mistake I made. The powder was just too red for my scalp, and you will see that it looked red once I put it on, and it was just, I have this powder, it didn't match my skin, and I've paid a lot of money for it, so I wanted to try to use it in some way. But yeah, so that was my next mistake, not using the right foundation to actually match my scalp. But I do this to make it more blendable, and some knots didn't bleach all the way, so I apply this powder so it can look more like scalp. So I also applied that non-matching powder to the wig cap to make it blend, but if I would have had the right color, this would have turned out a lot better. So once again, make sure that you apply the right color foundation to your cap and to your frontal. So you can see the glue has dried down, and I will say I noticed it took a lot longer than it did the very first time I applied the glue. So the glue actually dries a lot quicker than it did. Like it takes maybe a minute for it to dry down clear, and it's taking it. You see some areas it's still blue, but I'm getting ready to apply the second layer of glue. And so I'm getting my wig in place so I can just slide it up after I apply the second layer. So I just repeat the same process for the second layer as I did the first layer, but you also want to make sure that the layers are thin. Like I said before, I kind of applied too much. So now I'm pulling the wig forward to where I want it to hit, and you can see I left a little bit too much lace in the front where the part is. That's just too much lace for my liking, but I'm using a rat tail comb to secure the wig in the area where I want it to lay and make sure I don't touch it with my finger, because that will turn the glue white. But you see how some of the glue is still blue, it's still drying, it's not completely clear. That's okay, it will dry, it will turn clear. Like I said, the glue is taking longer to dry because it's not completely clean. Like I still have residue from when I applied the wig the day before and messed up. But you want to just kind of go behind the hairline and press down the ends of the wig and make sure that you're lining it up to where you put the glue. And that was part of my next mistake, not lining the glue up to where, or not lining the wig up to where I applied the glue. So as you're doing this also, you want to make sure that you're going behind the hairline, and make sure if you're leaving your edges out like I do, keep them edges out the way, save the edges, you don't want to mess them up. So some areas of the lace did not get any glue, and so I just go in and lightly add some glue to the areas that the lace did not touch, and I take my little edges brush or rat tail comb, and I lay those edges back down. In my edges, I'm using the She Is Bomb Collection Edge Control, and this stuff is the truth. I've tried all kinds of edge controls and nothing gives me that all day hold but this. And so right now I'm separating some edges from the frontal, some baby hairs to kind of blend, but today I actually did a little different and I combed my edges back so it looked a lot more natural. But this edge control, y'all see those, my hair is unruly, my natural hair, nothing lays those edges down, but this She Is Bomb got those edges slick and straight. To lay my hair down before I run the hot comb through it, I'm using the She Is Bomb wax stick, and you just brush it over the top of your hair. This is really good if you're trying to blend leave out, or if you have those flyaway hairs, which this wig didn't have any, which most of my wigs have had them, but it just makes it lay down and it's not very heavy, not very greasy. I'm just running the hot comb through it to make it lay as flat and look as natural as possible. To really melt the lace, I tie my edges down with a scarf and I leave this on for about 20-25 minutes or so. While I wait, I just run the flat iron through my hair a couple passes, and now it's time for me to take it down. So right here you can see another mistake I made. I didn't pull the frontal all the way up to where the glue was, so you can clearly see that there's some glue left out, but other than that it looks very natural right there, and if I would have done it properly it would look a lot better than it does. And this is my final look. As you can see, I'm trying to be as confident as possible, knowing this did not turn out anywhere near I wanted it to. But yeah, you can put it up in a ponytail, do whatever you want to do. Yeah, this is me fake smiling because I know this looks a mess, but y'all learn from me so you won't make the same mistakes. And if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, my loves.